5/16 divided by 1/8. So let's have a go at this then. So I'm going to write it like this. Divided by 1 divided by 8 is what we really have there. So there's the problem. Now how do we move things around here? What happens here? Well, it'll help us, remind us, if I said 1 divided by a half, say, we know that how many halves go into 1? It goes in twice, doesn't it? 2 halves make 1. So it's as though this little chappie that's underneath swings right up to the top to be with the number on the top. So that's what happens with a simple example. It's no different with a more complicated example. So the principle here, the idea is the 8 that's underneath swings up to be with the top. Now what happens to the 16 that's here? Well, if you think about, say, a third, if you divided that into 2, you know you're going to get a sixth, aren't you? So can you see what happens here? It's as though that 3 jumps down to be with the 2 underneath. So what happens here then? The same happens in principle. The 16 jumps down to be underneath. The 8 that's underneath swings up to the top. So let's just do that then. Leave the 5 as is. Leave the 1 as is. Move the 16 down to be with it, like so. And swing the 8 right up to the top. So we end up with, we can now cancel common factors. So an 8 goes in to 16 twice. So 5 times 1 is 5 on the top. 2 times 1 is 2 underneath. So you get 5 over 2, or 2.5. And that's equal to 2.5 if you want to write it as a decimal. So the answer then, let's put that in, we could write as 2.5. 5/16 divided by 1/8. If you thought about this in your mind's eye, this is 5/16. If you took that to 2/16, you've basically got 5/16 over 2/16. So you can think about it like that as well. And basically the 16ths are same top and bottom, so it's just like 5 over 2, isn't it? 5/16 divided by 2/16 is the same as 5 over 2, which is 2.5 or 2.5. There we go. So again, you get back to 2.5. You can use the rules of fractions when you do it, the algebraic rules, or you can just do this question intuitively here, using equivalent fractions.